Iran, we could have
And what
free
about
public
canceling
colleges.
student loan debt? Because a lot of people say, and I would agree with this, it sort of helps the better off people. I mean, the person who doesn't go to college is now going to subsidize the person who's going to make a lot more money because they did go to college. It doesn't seem actually like a progressive thing to do.
Ro Khanna gets visibly uncomfortable after Bill Maher goes completely off script and asks a question that the Dems never seem to have a good answer for, and you will not believe his response. Just watch. Don't forget to subscribe.
I took out a lot of student loans. I've done well. They shouldn't forgive student loans for people like me. But if you're working class, you're first in your family to go to college, you have all this debt, and then you're paying off your debt until you're 50 or 60 and can't get a house, we can pay off that debt. And you know how we pay for it? Tax Elon Musk. Tax the billionaires. You're not taxing the blue-collar guys. Here's Bill what upsets me. Take it, I represent 1/3 of this nation's wealth. In a 50-mile radius, $20 trillion.
Is that right?
1/3 of the nation's wealth is in my 50-mile radius. Stock market is 70 trillion, 20 trillion. We're producing more wealth than ever before. And you're telling me we can't have health care and free college for Americans? If Americans, you know, when I go out and I speak and I say Elon Musk has become a trillionaire, usually people just boo. And I was like, why is that? Why aren't they cheering? It's because they aren't getting anything out of it.
But the politics, though, are risky. It's one thing to expand community college access, make that free, perhaps make, you know, some state universities free. But what Bill's talking about is the politics of telling a blue-collar guy, hey, your taxpayer dollars are going to forgive some you know, college smartass. He's not paying his loans back. He's like, well, how's that helping me, man?
Yeah, because
it's so risky.
Because that's the Republican frame. What we got to tell you is the billionaires have screwed you and they've screwed the college kid. Get the college kids' loans forgiven and put a Marshall Plan in America to build new industry.
But Democrats already have a challenge with working class voters.
Understand, and I think what Bill was actually trying to get clarity on is if someone decides to go to college, to take on debt, and to make all of those personal choices, then how is it that the people who didn't go to college or who have already paid their loans, how is it that they should be the ones responsible footing the bill for another's financial irresponsibility? And let's not forget, Joe Biden already forgave a historic total of $189 billion in federal student loan debt for somewhere around, I think, like 5.3 million borrowers. Now, that's no small number, but then again, are we really surprised by this? What I don't understand is that if the system is broken, then shouldn't the real focus be on fixing the system rather than just absorbing the debt after the fact? I mean, wouldn't that make more sense? But then again, we have to remember Democrats like Ro Khanna, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren all took to the streets and fought so hard to stop Elon and the Department of Government Efficiency from exposing government waste, fraud, corruption, and incompetence. Probably because that's what funds their political success. The same people who used to chant, tax the millionaires, have suddenly changed the lyrics to tax the billionaires because they themselves have all become millionaires, multimillionaires at that. And I think the real question here isn't whether people deserve opportunity or higher education, but who exactly should be the ones responsible for financing it. And instead of actually answering that question with a logical answer, he jumped straight to make Elon pay for it and tax the billionaires. Just wipe out student debt and fund it by taxing Elon. Now, I personally feel like that's absolutely insane. But somehow, that's their magic solution. So just because Elon has become a trillionaire, he should now single-handedly be responsible for covering people's student loan debt? Wow. Is that really their full plan here? Or just the easiest emotionally charged talking point to throw out? Because for some reason, I keep hearing this idea that the ultra-wealthy should basically be responsible for bankrolling the entire system. So what happens when they run out of money? Did they include that part in their progressive policy? And why is it that Democrats love taxing the American people so much, but they're so irresponsible with actually managing our tax dollars? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support really helps the channel grow and is greatly appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.